Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. As always, smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Hit that bell button so you get notifications. We're racing Sands and Sequoias today. Should be good. Should be a lot of fun. Why does it feel like this is shrinking? Clearly I'm a bad person with laundry. But that's all right. Hopefully you're having a good day. So ZRacing, I expect some regulars in the stream. Where is my chat? Where is my chat? There we go. The chat has arrived. So just warming up. Stretching things out. We had a little bit of a office mishap today. I crashed in my office chair. As hard as that is, I did it. I was just kind of going and doing a stretch and I leaned back, ass over tea kettle, flipped the whole thing, big wreck. It's Monday, what can I say? I'm not doing something stupid. I don't know what I'm doing. So like I said, Sand and Sequoias today. I've been busy doing a bunch of stuff, editing a bunch of videos. So kind of nice. For those of you who watch the channel for a long time will know that the vlogs are somewhat time delayed from when they happen in the real world. So right now I am editing stuff in the peak heat of summer. Some pretty good days, looking back, riding with some great people. Lots of fun. It's a good time overall. So, fun to do. Like I said, we're just warming up. We got like 26 minutes before the event starts. So yeah, just editing some stuff. So got a bunch of vlogs edited, which is nice because now I've got a little bit of breathing room. We managed to do some edits for the elevation maps. I didn't do one for today's race because the focus is being the ZRL starts tomorrow, is getting all those ZRL maps done, which I have pretty much accomplished other than the last one, the new route. I just have to kind of deep dive and see exactly what the segments are in there and what they're going to be. I've got pretty much the basics down, so I mean that's a good start nonetheless. So I'm pretty happy about that. It was my goal to have at least the ZRL done before I started working on the documentary, which is coming up pretty quick. I just wanted to kind of get a little bit ahead, and we've managed to accomplish that. Like I said, a good couple days of just kind of putting the nose to the grindstone. Got some good outdoor riding in, being this time in November. It's fantastic. I mean, I got no complaints there doing outdoor training rides this time of year. It's going to be good. So racing should be fun here. I think Peter is going to join us. He made mention that we just switched our clocks, so it's back to later there. So I think it makes it easier for him to kind of get on the bike. So Peter will be blowing up this race. Darren did his punishment ride for the Zwift cast today. He did an awesome job of moving through that pack. And great podcast as well. Some really great stories from Darren there. So that was awesome to see. And yeah, I got a link to Holly's new podcast. I'm going to have to check that out a little bit later, which is awesome. I'm going to take a look at the name again here so I don't mess it up. Balancing Act. So check that out. They've already had their first episode, like I said. That's on my list. For me, I do a lot of my podcast listening on training rides outside. I throw in the earbuds and just kind of listen to the chit chat, which is a great way to do it. It really kind of takes my mind off things and what I'm doing. Kind of gives me a little bit of a distraction from sometimes the suffering that is going on, but that's just how these things kind of roll out. So if you're in the chat, let me know where you're joining us from. Throw a message down there. If you haven't done so already, like I said, subscribe to the channel. You may see that the bot there has points for redeemables during the stream. If you're subscribed to the channel, you get a whole whack of points just for doing that. And then you can cheer me on with alley or cowbell, or when the inevitable self-destruction comes and I blow up, you can throw a grandmother in there or a tricycle, all in good fun. So, but yeah, we're just kind of trying to get ready for our thing. Organizing equipment, getting ready for that, making sure that we're all ready to go, and I'm sure we will forget something because that's how it kind of works out. All right, chat is working. It's good. I'm never quite sure if 100% of things are running. That's why I kind of start the stream a little bit earlier. I want us to just kind of chit chat, because when it's race time, it's hard for me to chat when I can barely breathe. Doesn't make me the most chattiest person. I know some people were mentioning music as well, adding music to the stream. We can definitely potentially do that. However, the fact is, the way YouTube is, it would be basically stuff that I can license. Wouldn't be anything terribly overly popular in those regards, but some people, they like the music versus the heavy breathing, and some people fancy the heavy breathing over the music. It's just a matter of taste, I guess, and where you're coming from. Hey, Lay. DJ JD. Yes. I'm the man with the face for radio, that is for sure. How's it going, Lee? How's your day? Like I said, we're just warming up. We got like 20 minutes. Today, here, and I know in other places as well, it's Remembrance Day. I do have something for that prior to the race. Hey, Captain Calgary. A long time no see, Trev. How's it been, man? How's the drone piloting going? Hopefully you're doing well, my man. Yeah. I have an account with audio, so I can get all my licensable stuff through there. I just have to kind of set up a playlist. It's more akin to probably getting music that people would enjoy listening to, because music's one of those things that you know, not everybody's taste is the same. I mean, me for one, believe it or not, I am not a country boy. I am not a big fan of country music, but where I live, country reigns supreme. Yeah, it's been a while. Drones were in the state. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, it's so I've seen quite a few of your videos. I haven't seen anything as of late, but you're doing awesome with those micro drones, and your piloting skill is definitely getting there. Mine is just still, you know, I still have the license for the big drone, but I seldom pop it up these days. And it's just kind of, you know, when you fly that thing, it's straight line, smooth, because it's for cameras more than anything else. So yeah, just a matter of figuring out exactly what kind of music is the most suitable for the thing. I mean, you might all be gangster rappers, I don't know. Same here, no country for me. You're getting past. You just posted one, there you go. Yeah, it's, you know, there's such a wide variety of stuff, and I mean, audio has some great tracks. They have great artists on there. I was lucky to be a part of that when it started up, so a lot of these music houses come with rather, I would say, big monthly fees, but because I got in early and because I took a chance with them, I've been grandfathered in, and I'm happy for that. So the nice thing about Streamlabs plugin is you just pick a playlist and go. No curating anything, I just pick the EDM. Seems the least offensive to people. Not my bag though. Yeah, it's, I kind of wish YouTube would do what Twitch does. And you can actually set the audio up in OBS that you could play a very up and coming cool playlist that will get you strikes to no end during the live stream, but because it's on a different track, and when they post the video, so when it saves and renders, much like what YouTube does, it deletes that track. So it'd be nice for lives, but unfortunately it doesn't do it. You just kind of set it up on a different track. I know a lot of YouTubers that use it. I think my buddy Josh, who is a drummer and does live drum streams, and you know, he's been in a fair few bands, which, interesting enough, even if you're in the band, sometimes these algorithms will cast strikes against you, claiming copyright on your own music that you play in the band that you play in, which is funny to me. But yeah, it's I think that'll be something that I work on a little bit when I get back. As I mentioned earlier, I just kind of wanted to get ahead in video editing, which I've done. Well, it looks like Peter's on. He's just started Zwifting, so we'll see Peter in the race. I know Miguel mentioned that he might not make it, but I'm sure some of the regulars will be there for this race. Sand and Sequoias, I mean, we've got one climb. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, it's got Titans forward. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. That's just kind of, the last couple of months I've just, I felt a little out of sorts, to be honest. Knowing kind of where I'm at, it's trying to get accustomed, I think, to the training plan and knowing where I'm at with that. And, you know, we all have our ups and downs in cycling. My power says I'm up, but I don't feel up, which is kind of the weird thing. All right, I heard a big crash upstairs. My wife's at work. I will be back. Hello? Hello? What are you doing, Cat? All right, I am back. I don't know what that was. No idea. No, everything's locked up, but just had to make sure. I just heard a big crash. It's the cat has, or the dog has probably knocked something over. So that's that. Yeah. Big enough crash that I want to check it out. It's insanely draftable. I don't think it goes above 5%. That's what we're gonna go with. Got a new laptop, so I like to put out vids. Was on Apple for a long time. Asus A17 running DaVinci Resolve. DaVinci, a great editing program, and it's the right price. It's spooky. Yeah, I don't know. They could be roughhousing too. They sometimes do that. Decide that it's full-on wrestling match, cat versus dog. It's keeping themselves occupied. Yeah, because it is draftable, I'll stick with a disc wheel. I mean, that climb's gonna make or break my race, anyways. We'll see. It's been rough. Like I said, it's been rough going anytime we've been climbing in this category. Last week with RGV, probably my best finish in a long time, but even that, I felt like at the end, I just didn't have the juice to kind of seal the deal. Other than the guy that went off the front and clearly won that, I think I could have or should have at least pulled a podium there, but fell a little short. Did Crit City on the weekend, did some crit racing. For those of you who are the same cat as me and in the Discord, just let me know a time. That's good. Like I said, as the riding season comes to an end here, and once it really kind of does snow and solidifies me inside, I do kind of want to do a regular thing. I think a crit would be great. I think having a bunch of guys racing and working as a team would be really fun. Where we just kind of go out there and race it like a crit and cause some havoc and try to get a team win. I think that'd be fun. So if you're in the Discord, definitely let me know kind of what times you're at. Clearly, we're in the 350 to 520 category. My crit race on the weekend pushed me up fairly high, which is a little concerning. I don't really want to start getting in a position where I have to worry about going up again, especially when I'm not consistently doing well necessarily here. I'd like to get a few podiums before getting absolutely smashed by Bs and low grade As. It's kind of what we're looking at there. But what do we got? We got 10 minutes before the race. All right. Like I was saying before, today is Remembrance Day. I think it's important that, like any kind of sporting event or anything, kind of today, that that we take a moment and remember those who bravely gave their lives to protect basically all the freedoms and things that we have for us today. So with that being said, I'm just going to play this short video.
In Flanders fields, the poppies blow between the crosses, row on row, that mark our place, and in the sky the larks still bravely singing fly, scarce heard amid the guns below. We are the dead. Short days ago we lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved. And now we lie in Flanders fields. Take up our quarrel with the foe. To you from failing hands we throw the torch. Be yours to hold it high. If you break faith with us who die, we shall not sleep, though poppies grow in Flanders fields.
All right. Just wanted to, like I said, play that video, show some respect. Mr. Clown Prince, I served in the 11th Field Regiment. That was the home of the Flanders Field Polo. Well, thank you for your service, Mr. Clown Prince. Appreciate it. Yeah, I filmed and created that video a while ago. It gets played in numerous places this time of year, but I figured since we were live streaming on this day and it just happened to coincide with the stream that it would be something good to play. Yeah, so like I said, hopefully you've had, a good day. I know that it's been a busy day this morning, but I'm looking forward to racing and getting going in this event. So we're going to join the pen here. Let's join the event. Get the old sauce HUD going. Today we're doing sand and Sequoias. That is the race for today. Again, ZRacing. We always do ZRacing. It's just interesting this month because they have a different race every day. I know Peter has done, I think he's done them all to this point, which is crazy, racing every day like that. Whew. All the power to him. Same thing. Miguel's, like I said, missing today. But to be honest, he's been going so hard on FRR. He just finished yesterday. Grueling stages too, man. Like, I feel for those guys. These are tough races. You know what? I'm gonna go for something a little bit more balanced. We'll go with a Pinarello. Yes, all so far. Well done, my man. Well done. That is, it's an accomplishment. That's a commitment. A commitment. Because what is it? Is it Sunday or Saturday, or is it both days that they replay them all? So I guess if you miss one, you can kind of catch up or get a couple done. But to me, that's even worse. You know, back to back racing on a Saturday. You know, Sunday. You know, 2-3 races. Oof. FRR is tough. Yeah, both things. Ah, yeah. FRR is a different beast. I know the team put the invite out to have people do it. Obviously, Miguel committed to it. I just, unfortunately, with the filming coming up and having that work coming up, I got a lot of planning and meetings and all sorts of stuff to deal with, and kind of get my life in order, I guess, in that sense. So both. I take Wednesday off, so I have to do one on the weekend. Well, that's not bad. That's 1 for 1. I guess breaking it up, so that's a good strategy. Still a lot. Good for you, Pete. I mean, geez. That is crazy, crazy. We got 27 in the pen. 28 in the pen. We got how many minutes before we launch here? 2:54. 28. Well, we might have in the 30s. We'll see how it kind of goes. Lots of Tron bikes. I kind of feel like I should have stuck with the Venge, but we'll see. This is race 26. And how many is there total? 30, is it 31 total, Peter? It's a lot of 35. Oh God, Fez, man. Whew. Hey Fez Wheel, welcome to the stream, my dude. 35. Whew. That's a lot of racing. It's a lot of racing. And I say this every time, we should just go out slow, take it nice and easy, just kind of chill, ride through, and we'll just decide this all with a nice sprint at the end. I will say the crit that I did on the weekend, it felt a little civil, which was kind of weird. I mean, there was some, you know, testing and some attacks and all that kind of good stuff, but generally it felt very critty as far as crits go, which is kind of nice. Less Zwifty, more critty. I got to be a little bit lazy. Like I said, last lap though, I got there's some strong guys and I just couldn't seal the deal. It was a good strong punch from the climb, and it was a pretty strung out finish. It was more of a pass to get places than an all-out sprint. It was just a long, 3-4 minute drag. A little tough. All right. Peter's going to show everybody who's boss here anyways. He's going to ride and then bully us when he feels like it's time to do so. Nice big blob. Nice. And kind of a weird place to test. I mean, it could just be really strong guys though. Hey, Norwegian wants. Just gonna let the group close that gap. Should get fast through here and close it down. And shut down. And, Hey, Ginger Warrior. We are live. That's easier said than done though, Lee. Nice. Well, enjoy that rum. I'm on electrolytes at the moment. Hey, Darren.
Ale, 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 ale.
Nice ride earlier on the punishment. And we got two trying. They might be trying to establish a gap to get up that climb fast and then be out of sight and out of mind. But we got people starting to chase now. You got 5 seconds. And that's shut down. The basics are on the left. Got 13K to go or 11K in. My head just kind of bobs into it. Shit. Ah. Disappointing. Whew. Whew. Three cucks in a row might win you a prize, I guess. Nicely done, Peter. Well done. Whew. Nicely done. Well done. Oh. Oh. Oh.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
But big thumbs up for Peter. Nicely done, Peter. I'm really disappointed with that race. Really disappointed. It's like every race, I am just at the cusp of that climb, and I just don't have that little bit extra kick to get me over the top. It's hazy. It's devastatingly close. Like it's, and the problem is with those downhills, with that pack, it's like, oh. Have you tried? You got to try a new HDMI cable if you have one, Darren. That's usually the culprit. Usually the culprit. I know that feeling all too well, Easy. Yeah, and Lee's right. You can use your phone in an emergency for sure. Yeah, it's so close to the top. It was like, I thought I had it. And it was just like, just a little bit too fast. Xbox work, there you go. Sauces is great for draft, and it's cool. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I love it for having a unique looking stream, because I like to be different. That's just the way I like to do things. But I will say that the last update with Zwift really kind of, I like it a lot. In fact, I like the climb a lot too. The climb bar. Very, very helpful. For TT, it's great. It is, because it helps identify the draft. But, I mean, he should be running a fairly disciplined pace line anyways. Really, at the end of the day. But nicely done, Peter. How'd it play out at the end? I am sure they could improve that, though. Yeah, I mean, there's always room for improvements. I mean, I just like seeing the data. Like, you know, I'm looking. The nice thing here is, like, looking at my numbers here, and I look at my 20-minute power output, which was 242 watts. My best is 256. I should have been able to bridge the top and stay with. I should have just, you know, I don't know, hunkered down a couple extra pinstripes, or pedal strokes pinstripes, and, you know, but, you know, it's easy to say that after you've done the race. So it seems completely useless to me. I don't want to or need anything it has. And that's fair. It's fair. I do like it for, the two main things that I like it for is the gap graph, so the groups, to see exactly where the groups are. I think it's good. Closed the gap at 1.5 kilometers and just wanted to sprint with draft power up. Nice. Yeah, like I was saying, like the group thing with the gaps, I find that nice. It's nice to see kind of what they're averaging and what their speed is. In longer races, definitely gives you an opportunity to put something together to close those gaps down. Short races like this, just be in the front group. Well, unfortunately, Lee, that's not been happening for me as of late. I would love to do that. I try to position myself. I mean, race strategy wise, it's no different than riding outside. I treat it the same. I try to run in the front third of the group, just to be able to respond to any attacks. If somebody goes, you don't necessarily respond. Those tactics change depending if you're running with a team or whatever the case may be, but one person goes, whatever. 2 people go, it's kind of whatever. If a third and a fourth go, then it's time to kind of close it down. Sometimes, like today, I was just relying on the group to pull people back. To be honest, I was trying to save my energy. It almost worked. I was almost there, but yeah, no, it's, I mean, truth is you don't have those things in racing anyways. You've got, at best, you've got a radio in the ear and, you know, or somebody yelling, you know, in a crit, you know, as you pass by them every lap or so. That's about it. But, see, I don't use the watts balance. I tend to ignore a lot of the numbers too. It's honestly for the entertainment of the YouTube stream as well. I think it's, you know, gives people something to watch and some data for them to kind of watch the race, much like watching racing on TV. You know, it's just gives them more data, especially like you said, you know, if I'm not at the front. I don't respond at all with more than 5 kilometers to go if they make it fair game to them. It's true. You know, it's it really depends. It depends on the rider and depends how strong they are. I mean, there's some guys that can go, and I mean that's kind of, you know, breakaways are always a shot in the dark anyways. It's hard to make a break stick, even in the real world. But, you know, some days it does. And like Peter says, if they do it, all the power to them. Well raced. And it's happened. I mean, hey, I've seen Peter do it. What was it? Was it Surf and Turf where you went off at the beginning of the race and never to be seen again? That is still... one of the hardest races I've ever run because that group was just punishing. But that was phenomenal to watch. You absolutely killed it in that race. And that was a really awesome race to watch. I think, if I recall correctly, I even switched the camera to you. I was so out of it. I think I had a package delivered. I was waiting for a package. And I had to jump off the bike anyways. But we had to stream watch you. And that was a phenomenal race. But that was stupid. No, it was impressive, man. It's impressive. It's, you know, sometimes you don't want to leave it to that coin flip of the sprint. You know, sometimes you can get caught there. I mean, I'm all for that. I'm all for a good sprint at the end. I'm all good for a slow pace, casual ride. You know, let's take it at 2 watts a kilogram. Let's, you know, stop, have coffee and a croissant at the side of the road, get back on the bikes, and then absolutely murder each other for the last kilometer or two, and then especially the last 200 meters, just get in the drops and just hammer down. But, you know, it's tough. It's tough to get people to be compliant with that kind of strategy all the time. And it's, you know, that's the beauty of team racing too. Like, let's be honest, you know, courses make a difference for different rider types and all that kind of stuff. I mean, that's what makes cycling a beautiful sport. It's, there is more than one person that could do it. And I mean, even the best in the world can't win every stage and every race because they're not always suited to win everything. It's the nature of the beast. We all have stuff that we can work on, but yeah. And that was a fun ride. It was awesome having you in again, Peter. It's too bad Miguel wasn't here. I didn't see him in the chat either, so he's probably not home yet. When we were racing the TTT with him yesterday, he's probably just happy to actually have the day off. I mean, I can't imagine what his legs are saying to him today because he's been going hard. And some of those stages in FRR, the climbing is ridiculous, and it just absolutely tears you apart. I did the Hout route one year, and that was a three-day stage mountain event, and I tell you, man, was I glad when it was over. Man, it felt like an accomplishment, and Jay Wilcox looks like Hulk Hogan. I can just barely see that, but you are correct. You are. Maybe it is. Maybe Wilcox is his like cycling name. ZRS went up 14 points. Ah, yes, the ZRS. I'm going to have to check mine. Mine went up because of the crit racing on the weekend. All right. My activities. Let's refresh that. I got to close, I guess. Ooh, we've unlocked some Tour of Watopia cycling shoes. Let's see, we'll close this sauce down. Ooh, I just got a notification. Great sprinting, brother. I don't know if you guys are into wrestling and stuff like that. Maybe if we're talking about Hulk Hogan here, but I get there's a group of people in the States that are like the Randy Savage Association or something like that, the Macho Man Club or something weird like that, and they all walk around dressed up, talking, and acting like the Macho Man, and it is the funniest thing that I have ever seen in my life. All right, here we go. We have gone up. So 20th place shot me up. I'm now 449. I mean, that's 2 races in a row that we've gone up. I always think it's funny that I'm like mid-pack. Like, not even, I'm on the bottom half. Like, there was 38 people at this event. I was 20th place. And it still managed to go up somehow. 275 watts, that's awesome, average. Macho Man's pretty funny. Yeah, it's, I don't know if you get them in the UK, probably not, because we just started getting them here in Canada. But when I saw them, I had to get one, the Slim Jim, the big giant pepperoni sticks. They are absolutely horrible for you. Probably every time you eat one, you probably lose a year off your lifespan. But because Macho Man used to promote those, I think it's the hilarious thing. And every time I see him, I've got to grab one just for the sake of doing that. But yeah, I got to find some. Maybe I got to find some wrestling memes for the stream. I mean, I have the Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Maybe I need to get a Macho Man and a Hulk Hogan and, you know, a Bret Hart or something in there. I should do Bret Hart because Bret Hart does live in Calgary. We have mutual friends. I actually good friend with one of the Hart boys. I've known him for a long time, so there's my little tie-in to wrestling. But you know, funny, it's a big thing here. The Hitman actually owned one of the hockey teams. You absolutely no words. Or, you know, maybe it's like for a win of the race, it's like, and the cream of the crop. Oh boy, wrestling. It's funny, I actually talked to at one point about Doom Guy about that, and I kind of jokingly said is what we need to do as a Zwift community is kind of embrace at some point the wrestling aspect of the wrestling theater in Zwift racing. And basically have grudge matches and some stuff, and you know how they have their little diatribes before the wrestling matches of matches that go on and all that kind of stuff. I jokingly say, and you know, half jokingly, half serious, you know, say that that's something that we need to kind of incorporate as a Zwift community, and to have sort of wrestling personalities going on just for the fun of it, to make it a little bit of entertainment in that department. But yeah, it's It's a ton of fun. Anyways, guys, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're doing Zwift Racing tomorrow, so we will be doing one of the TTTs. I'll be streaming that. Probably a little late for you guys because the team I'm on, we stream about an hour and a half, hour 45 minutes later than I start this one. So it's probably well in the middle of the night. You guys are probably all snuggled in with your teddy bears and doing that kind of stuff. So appreciate it. Hopefully next time we get over the top with a pack and we're in there to go for the sprint finish, maybe we'll be up there like we once were, once upon a time. Once upon a time, we finished up front with Peter, and then Peter got really good, and we just kind of haven't caught up yet. So, you know, my wife is Kazika, and they love wrestling. She often gets me tapping out. Awesome. That's awesome, Ginger Warrior. All right, guys. You have yourselves a great day. Remember, if you haven't done so already, please smash that like button, share the video, all that kind of good stuff. We will catch you all next time. If you're in the Discord, let me know if you're in this category. When's a good time to race on weekends? And we'll see about getting a crit racing series out there. And we will catch you all later.